Hey guys, like I mentioned previously, this video is about the general store settings. So you can access it right after logging into your account by following the settings link, which is this one right here. When you click on it, you are going to see the general store settings. You can see the store details right here. This is where you make changes like the name of your store, and changing the name of your store does not change your URL. That has to be done separately. Other things that you can change are the account email and the customer email. The account email is the account that Shopify will send you email at. The customer email is the email account that customers see when you send order confirmations or other information. It's important that your customer emails appear professional, like I mentioned you before. Don't go with a Gmail or Hotmail account. The email address is part of your branding efforts. So it's very, very important. You should include your store or company name. Something like, your name at let's say bestshirts.com, something like that. The next section that you see here, it's the store address, and this is not your store URL, it's your store address. So make sure that all the information there is correct, like legal name of your business, phone, street address, city, zip code, country, and state. In my case, it's Diamondi, like I told you before, and this information is very important for Shopify to invoice you. It also builds credibility with customers when they know how to contact you. The next is standards and formats section, and here you can change the time zone, the unit system, weight unit, currency, and other ID format. Then there's the and after you have completed these details, just click on online store right here, and you will see that you can change the homepage title and the meta description, the homepage meta description. The meta description is very important to help search engines find your store, so make sure you have it filled out correctly. Search engines are also going to use your homepage title to help rank your page. Make sure it contains words that people will be putting into the search engines. Because you are marketing to a niche market, it's important to include titles that are relevant to your niche. For instance, if you're selling t-shirts, on your main title page, you might want the title to include, let's say, Viral Profits Tees 100% cotton. In the homepage meta description, you can insert the description, killer, amazing quality t-shirts with excellent designs. Now, keep in mind that this is related to one of my t-shirt stores, and just change it if you are selling physical products. Each product page should have a title that is very specific to the design and product you are selling. Then you can move on to the Google Analytics section, where you can go ahead and pass your code from Google, assuming you have one, of course. Lastly, you can change your storefront password right here. The next section is the payments section. This one right here under general store settings. To fix your checkout and payment methods, just log in and click on settings, which is the same that I showed you before, and then you're going to be seeing this one right here, this panel. Then click on the first option, payments. The first thing that you want to take care of here is the area where you select your payment methods. PayPal will be the first payment. Well, actually, PayPal is one of the first payments that you see here. Whether or not you have an account with PayPal, you can still accept payments from those who are trying to pay you with PayPal. If you don't want PayPal to send your payments over to the store email address, and you have an existing PayPal account, you can change it to that by clicking on Edit here. The next option is, well, actually, you can see Shopify Payments here, which is another, it's a payment system that Shopify offers. and you can have you can set it up right here by clicking the blue button here. The next option down the menu, down PayPal, is the alternative payments. You can also see the alternative payments here. This is a way of accepting payment methods from things like Bitcoin, for example. You can accept payment also with BitPay. Just follow the instructions. The last payment method is manual payments. You can accept payments by things like money orders, cash on delivery, and Western Union. I forgot, of course, there's also Amazon payments. So you can allow your customers to make purchases using payment and shipping information stored in their Amazon account right here. Last part of the payment settings is the payment authorization settings. You can either choose automatically or manually capture payments for orders. See, automatically or manually. The next section is the checkout, and the first portion of this section deals with customer accounts. If you ever been to an online store and been required to create an account before you could purchase a product, the owner made those settings in something similar to what you see right here now. With the first option, accounts are disabled. This means any person can buy your products off your website and they can check out as a guest. With the second option, accounts are optional. Accounts are required and customer has to create an account to buy from your store. This is like a membership site creation, pretty much. Third option, accounts are required, means that accounts are optional. Customers can buy a product, check out as a guest, or they can create an account at the end of the checkout process. You are best going with the optional version to maximize sales unless your larger goal is creating an email list, which I will cover later on. The next section are the field settings, where you can change the name requirements. Here you can require them to only put in their last name or require first and last name. You can also make it optional as to whether or not they want their company name to appear. You can also change things like apartment and phone settings. The last option is for order processing. The first option that you need to select is letting your customers know, your visitors know, that he or she can use the billing address as the shipping address by default. In most cases, they will be the same. See this one right here. Lots of different options here, actually. You may have certain tools you want to add, such as ROI conversion tracking codes like Conversion Pixel, and you can add them in the additional scripts box right here, which is this one, this box. You can enter the tracking codes. You can also collect consent here, collecting consent to send promotional emails to customers from your store. You can also choose to automatically or not to fulfill the orders after it has been fulfilled and paid. This may be a good option if you are selling digital goods, but if you are selling physical products, it's better to leave this unmarked. If you scroll down, you'll notice you also have the option to put in checkout language here. This one. There's another section that is the refund, privacy, and TOS statements. You need to fill this out individually. I recommend you fill them out with your own policy because it can save your business from liability. So I strongly advise you to do that. Right here, you see refund policy, privacy policy, terms of service. Now the next section is the shipping settings, which countries and rates. Just log in and go into settings and click on shipping. The first thing that you need to understand is that because I set up the example in the United States, everything is already been pre-selected to fit the United States address. There are two shipping areas, the rest of the world and the United States, right here, rest of the world and United States. The international shipping rates is at the $20, and that's the standard rate for packages from 0 up to 20 pounds. In the United States, you have two different shipping costs. So you can do the heavy goods shipping or standard shipping rate. You can change the shipping rates and criteria and weights accordingly, of course. Right here, you can just edit and add the shipping zone if you want. You can do all of that. To actually go ahead and add or remove countries is very simple. Right up to the rest of the world, click on Edit Zone right here. Then a window will show up so you can add a country. In my case, let's say that I want to start offering products to Canada. I just type Canada. See, here it comes up. And then click Save. You can change the country and add a shipping rate specifically for that country, Canada in my case. So all you need to do is click on Add Shipping Rate here by clicking on the button on the right, and you can click on the link to the Add Shipping Rate to bring up a window where you can add the shipping rate. And here you can pick up the criteria, weight, prices. You can also adjust the rates. Moving down the list, you'll find other options like saved packages. You can get real-time shipping estimates and drop shipping and fulfillment right here. Drop shipping and fulfillment are very different but very similar sales methods. First, fulfillment is when you have a product and you wish to sell it online, but you have somebody like Amazon, Shipwire, or Webgistics hold inventory that you own in their warehouse, and they do the handling and shipping when people purchase them from your site. Drop shipping is different because you never actually own or hold the product. All you do is sell the product online, and the drop shipper sends their own product direct to your customer. You sell it for more than it costs you, and you collect the difference between your sales price and the drop seller's price to you. There are many different methods of drop shipping that can be very inexpensive for you. You can use a program that's called Merchify. If you sell t-shirts, I have done it. I still do it, and it's very great for t-shirts. Actually, it's an app. It's very easy to install. It includes drop shipping techniques, and that's what keeps your costs low. If you sell t-shirts, you can use a program that I mentioned before called Merchify. It's an app that I have been using with great success, and I still use it. So it's very easy to install. So go ahead and select one of those drop shipping companies by clicking Add a Drop Shipping Service right here by clicking this button right here. You can see Rakuten, Shipwire, Fulfillment by Amazon, or Custom Order Fulfillment at the bottom right here. Once there, select the one you prefer and just download the app. That's it. The next section is the taxes section, and just hover right here in your admin panel, click on taxes, and the next thing you're going to see is the tax settings section right here. Right now, all the taxes are not included in the prices because this is only set up for the United States. And in the United States, typically taxes are not included in the price of an item. They are added during checkout. So, okay, in that case, you will just check mark this box right here. If you are in Europe or a different country, sometimes you will see that taxes are actually included in the price. And if you want to do the same, just check mark the box at the top and click on Save. The next section is the tax rates section here. As you see, the only destination is the United States because it's the only place that I have allowed shipping. If you want to add another country to the list, just go to the shipping settings as I showed you before. If you want to set more information, just click on the destination and you will be brought here where you can do more modifications to your taxes. The first thing you see above is the calculating taxes section where you decide to do them automatically or not. Then you'll see that the county, municipal, and state taxes in the United States are mandatory for regions where your business has a physical presence. Just add them there, and you can even add a physical presence for a second office. The last option is the tax overrides. Here, if you have a specific tax breaks from laws that are specific to some states, then you can come over here and click on where it says add tax override here. Then select the collection. You can select the collection, tax breaks, location, and tax rate accordingly here. Before making any tax modifications on your own, you want to seek out the services of a tax professional or CPA, because not having this information correct can be a huge hassle and a big issue for you and your business, and get you into some serious legal troubles that obviously you want to avoid. The next section is the notification. To get here, it's the same exact process. Just click here into your admin panel on notification. You're going to see a ton of email templates that I showed you before. Here is an example of an order confirmation. This one, if you click here, then a screen pops up and you can see that the email subject is editable right here. I suggest you to put in your store name, like store name. You see something like this: store name, order confirmation for order, something like that. Don't change anything in the brackets. Remember that, or you're going to mess up a lot of things. You can then change the text of the body message below, right here. This is great because when someone purchases from you, you can add in some related products like cross sells, that fit well with the original product. It gives you the opportunity to sell more products, avoid refunds, explain situations, and other good stuff. The next section is the order notifications. Every time you receive an order, it will notify you. You can add an email address for the notifications, which is pretty cool. You can also make the messages and notifications go through your phone. Now I want to show you how to add a custom domain for your store. Just select online store in your admin panel and then click on domains. Now you are in the domain section. If you want to add an existing domain, just click the first button at the top on the right. If you click on it, you'll be prompted to select one of two options. Either you can register a brand new one, or you can add a domain that you already own. Now, let's say that you don't have a domain name. Just go to the top and select the second button, Buy New Domain. Then the same message screen will pop up, except it will be highlighted over a registered new domain name. I personally use Namecheap and one-on-one, so yeah, you can, depending which company you are with. The next section I want to talk to you is the files, which is under the settings right here. Just click on it, then files. Since you have just set up a store for you are not going to have any files uploaded right now, but so the page is going to be empty. But here I have an image that I have set up to show you. So this is how it will look like. All the images, files for your products will be right here. So now that I have uploaded this file, this is how it's going to look like once you have the files there. Like I told you, you can search through your files using the search bar at the top. This one right here or here. You can search all the files here. This saves you a lot of time once you have a lot of files in there, ranging from product images to other types of files like videos and documents. Once you click on the file, you can make modifications to a file and add effects to the images. The last section I want to talk to you about is the account settings section. To get over here, just click on account, and here you see all the specific details about your account. In the very first part at the top, you will see an account overview. This shows you how long you've been a member, current plan, and if the account is active. Here you can change your monthly plan if you want. The next section is the billing information. Here you just enter your billing information. You can add a different credit card if you need to. When you scroll down, you'll find the next section called staff members. This one. Here you can add other users to your Shopify store as a staff member. On the right side, you'll see authorized staff members and any staff members that are currently logged in. That's me. So to add a staff member, just click the button below. A window will show up. Just insert his or her name, last name, email address, and send him or her an invite. Just right here. And you can see anything. You can just add him or her. Scrolling down, you'll find the invoices section. Invoices are created monthly and will be directly emailed to the email address that you have on file in your account. To see your current invoice, just click the hyperlink below, this one right here. View your current invoice. Scroll down to the very bottom to find cancel or pause your store. This is where you can temporarily disable your store if you have a reason to.